My name is Steve Berard from Energeticcity.ca, here for the Community Roundup, brought to you by Brad's Furniture and Appliances. And I'm here today with a very close friend of mine, Chris Walker from Moose FM, to talk a little bit about movies in the park. Chris, how are you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic, Steve. How are you?
Not too bad, not too bad. So, Chris, for people who maybe haven't heard of it, aren't familiar with it, tell me a little bit about movies in the park. Walk me through it a bit.
So one of the things that we always try to do at Moose FM is community outreach. If there's something that we can do to provide entertainment and fun and for as low a cost as possible to the community, Moose FM is here to do it. And every year, through the months of May through August, we try to do a free movies in the park for families and for kids. And well, then again, for all ages, essentially. It's essentially just as big a movie as we could possibly find, one that we think as many people will enjoy as possible. We make it free. It's in Centennial Park. We usually hold it at about 7 p.m. That way, for the littles, it's not too late, and it doesn't interrupt any mid-afternoon naps. So our next one is coming up on July the 5th.
July the 5th. Now, what's the movie for that one?
That one is going to be the SpongeBob SquarePants movie from 2004.
Jeez, is it going to hurt you if I tell you I remember watching that when I was 4?
Yes. Oh, God, yes. We were, again, we're trying to find as big a shows, as big a titles, but something very non-specific. I'll give you an example. Frozen is a family-friendly movie. Of course it is. But we found that when it comes to like Frozen, we get a lot of little girls, and not a lot of the little boys will come. So we're trying to go with something that will please as many people as possible, and we figured why not go with a family favorite of SpongeBob. It's been on the air for the better part of 30 years, so pretty much everybody would recognize it.
That sounds awesome. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, there are 2 movies in the park events happening this month, right?
Yeah, so this original movie was supposed to happen back in June, but we got rained out, and we know that your parents would call at us and yell at us and all that if we forced you to sit in the rain in the park. So we decided we were going to shuffle it to as close a date as we could. So that one's going to be happening on July the 5th. 7 p.m. is going to be the SpongeBob movie. And then just a couple of weeks later, on July the 19th, we're actually going to be hosting the Barbie movie.
Awesome. Yeah, that sounds great. Now, walk me through a little bit sort of the logistics of this. This is free to attend. Do people need to bring their own chair? Are people allowed to bring their own snacks? What's the deal here?
You can absolutely bring your own snacks, but keep in mind the Northern Dance Theater Society will be popping popcorn and selling them while they're down there just as a fundraiser for them. And this is the last one, by the way, where you would have to pay for the popcorn. I can't give too much more information on that as of yet, but it will be provided free for the Barbie movie and our movie in the park in August, which is going to be the Shrek movie, the first time I've said that out loud. We do have a large speaker system so that everyone can hear. We have a giant screen so that everyone can see, but you do have to bring your own seat. So whether you prefer to sit on just a blanket on the ground, which some people do, and they'll even bring pillows and lay on their stomach and watch like they were in bed, or if you want to bring your own elaborate tent, shelter, setup, you can do all of that as well, as long as we're being respectful to everyone else around us.
I know some people who are interested in this and maybe they want to bring the dog along. Are you allowed to bring pets?
Absolutely. Animal-friendly event. Of course, there are some people that are a little nervous of animals, so we try to keep the animals more to the back rather than the center of the pack, and that way there's plenty of room for everyone to mingle as they would.
Okay, awesome. So let's go over those dates one more time. July 5th.
Yeah, so when we're talking about the July 5th movie of the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, this one is brought to you by the Fort St. John Co-op and SLB. It's 7 p.m. at Centennial Park. And we also couldn't do this, by the way, without the proud supporters of Burger King, Trican Well Service Limited, CN Rail, Murray GM, Dan Davies, your BC United MLA, and the Fort St. John Home Hardware. Now that is the July the 5th movie, 7 p.m. Centennial Park. July the 19th will be our next one. That is the Barbie movie. Same time, same place, 7 p.m. Centennial Park. And then I believe our last one is on August the 9th. That will be the Shrek movie, the first one, the good one. Also 7 p.m. Centennial Park. And all these movies are free to attend.
Awesome. Is there anything else you want to add at all while we're still here?
I don't think so. If you would like more information on what movie is upcoming, you can always visit our website, moosefm.ca, or we always encourage you to download the Moose FM app. If we have something going on, if we have contests, if we're hiring someone, you're going to find it through the Moose FM app.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time, Chris.
Thanks for having me, Steve.
I've been Steve Berard from Energeticcity.ca for the Community Roundup, brought to you by Brad's Furniture and Appliances.